world was round, he just didn't know how big around it was. So they gave him 3 ships, the Niña, the Pinta, and the Santa Maria, and he set sail from Palos, Spain, and he headed south to the Canary Islands off of the coast of Africa. There's where he provisioned the ships, taking on fresh water, some animals, and he square-rigged the ship, putting big square sails on the ships, basically putting himself at will of the wind, saying wherever this wind is blowing, we're going. And hopefully there's land, right? Okay, so he told his men it would take about 3 weeks, but he lied to them. He knew it would take much longer. Okay, yeah, so about 31 days into his voyage, his men started to turn on him. It's called mutiny. I'm going to throw him overboard because he wouldn't turn around. He said, Columbus, there's nothing out here. Let's go home. But he convinced them to sail on for 3 more days, and he got lucky because 2 days later they spotted land in the Bahamas. He didn't know it was the Bahamas, but it was on an island that most historians believe is called Watlings Island today. There he went to shore on the morning of October 12, 1492, and he met the natives, and he noticed that the natives were wearing gold from their ears and their nose, and he said, hey, I really like gold. Where's more gold at? And they sent him south from there, from the Bahamas. So he never actually set foot in the United States as we know it, but he did explore the Caribbean. And as he was exploring the Caribbean off of an island that he called Hispaniola, which is modern-day Haiti and the Dominican Republic today, on Christmas Eve, 1492, the Niña and the Pinta sailed right over a coral reef, and the Santa Maria ran right on top of it. And it broke the keel, or the backbone of the ship, and it rendered the Santa Maria useless. Okay? So Columbus saw it as a sign from God that he should build a fort on Haiti. And he left 40 men behind on the island of Hispaniola and jumped aboard the Niña. And the Niña got Columbus safely back to Spain, where he told King Ferdinand and Queen Isabella what he'd found. And they were quite impressed because he had exotic plants and animals, some gold, and he brought some natives with him. So, yeah, they were very impressed. And so they gave him 17 ships for a second voyage. The Pinta was never used by Columbus again, but the Niña was. He would actually purchase a half share in the Niña and sail it on 2 more voyages. So that's 3 voyages that he used it on. And Columbus himself did 4 voyages. So they sailed back to his fort on Hispaniola, and he found it in ashes. Okay, and then a big hurricane came along and wiped out 16 of his 17 ships. Only the Niña survived. And they picked up and headed back to Spain with 120 people aboard a ship that size right there, the size of the Niña. And somebody was asking me what capacity was, how many people could fit aboard. I would say 120 is the limit, right?